Okay, so let's go coding. It's Friday night again, and here I am. And I actually had to interrupt an algorithm I was working on in order to do algorithms on Code Wars. So I'll get back to that after I'm done with this. But I do work on algorithms for work, believe it or not. It's a real thing. You actually have to use them. Let's see. Yeah, what was I working on? I'm trying to display an address. So if you have orders, and then the address is stored as just an ID. And then from that ID, and then I get all the addresses, and then I'm going to use that address ID to find the correct address and display the information is what I'm doing. So that's the algorithm I'm working on for work, which I interrupted myself for, but I know how to do it. It's good. Okay, here we are. Fake binary. Fake binary. Let's see what that's about. Binary's fun. Oh no. I had to convert a file to binary before it could be uploaded to AWS, to an S3 bucket. And that was a huge pain. There are packages you can use for that, but I was using... Anyway, I'm not going into that. Okay, let's look at this. I really just want to chat on a Friday night, apparently. Fake binary. Given a string of digits, you should replace any digit below 5 with 0, and any digit above 5 and above with 1. Okay? Return the resulting string. Okay, so we're going to get a string of digits. All right, this is pretty straightforward here. Let's do it. Yeah, and I'm not freaking out about this because it's not math. It's numbers, but it's not math. I'm not calculating anything. I'm just saying if something's less than 5, return 0, and if it's, or push 0, rather. Push 0. And then join. I mean, that's immediately what comes to mind. Is just pushing each result here into an array and then joining it into a string. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. So, first I'm gonna create an array. Okay. So let numbers equal an empty array. I can name that better. I'm all about naming, right? Okay. Replacement nums. Okay, there we go. Replacement nums. Replacement nums is going to be an empty array. And then I'm going to do some pseudocode here. Okay, so if x is less than 5, push 0. And if x is greater than or equal to, right, above, any digit 5 and above. Yep. So greater than or equal to 5, push 1. Okay. So that's my pseudocode. And I'll push it to that array. And then I'm going to say replacement nums dot join. I'll just return that because that's what I want to return. It's just a string of whatever the replacement nums are. So that should do it. I'm just going to write out this real code now from the pseudocode. So it's a conditional statement that I'm going for. If this is true, do this. If this is true, do this. Which one would I like to do first? I'll just do the first one. It doesn't really matter in this case, I don't think. Actually, I could just use a ternary operator. Let's do that instead. X is less than 5, question mark? Whoops. Question mark? Replacement nums dot push 0. Else, copy paste, because I'm lazy. Push 1. And I think that covers all conditions, because if it's not less than 5, then it's going to be 5 or more. So that covers all the conditions. Let's see if that did it. One thing I'm thinking about is whether I need to have quotes in here or not. I don't think so. Nope. Expected blah 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 instead got 1. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, sorry. Look at this. This is only working. This would only work if this was a single number. Sorry. Gotta go back here. This is a whole bunch of numbers, and I want to run this for each one of them. So I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm just going to do it for each one of those numbers instead. So the first thing I got to do, I kind of want to split this number into an array of numbers. Technically, it's an array of strings, but JavaScript is a little loosey-goosey and is not very strict, so it will automatically it'll convert it to a number automatically, I think, if I try to do mathematical things to it. So it's kind of smart and not smart at the same time. Anyway, let's see. What am I talking about? Oh yeah, so I'm going to split that into an array. So let number array. Once again, I use array in the name, and I've been reprimanded before for this. Like, developers don't usually use array when they're naming an array. I'm like, well, it makes sense to me, okay? Equal x split. Okay, so now that should be an array of numbers. And now for that array, I want to do the same thing to each number and return a new array, which means I can use .map, because I think that's what .map does. It does the same thing to each item in an array and returns a new array. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so number array .map. Okay, and it's going to be num, short for number. For each number, I'm going to actually do this. Oh, now, wait a minute. I'm getting all confused. Can I do option up? Yes, I can. Good. Some cheats actually work. You know what? This is terrible. I realized I can make a bigger screen. Here I am on a bigger screen. Isn't this much better? We can actually see what we're doing, see all our code. Yeah. Why do I torture myself with tiny little consoles? I don't know. All right. Number array, x split, replacement nums is going to be nope, I'm going to do this up here. Replacement nums is going to be this. That's going to be the name of the new array. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to use this. I'm just going to say num. This time I'm doing num. Okay. If num is less than 5, so I'm pretty much doing the same thing, except I don't have to do a push, because if num is less than 5, return 0. Shouldn't I just be able to do the numbers here? Return 0, if not, return 1. And that's going to do that for each number each item in number array. Okay, get rid of this. And then replacement nums is right, and join. There. Now I think that's okay now. Let's get rid of that. Smaller. Test. Come on. Oh man. Got nothing. You know, I wonder if it's split or join. Split should be okay. Join might need the quotes. Let me just look things up here. Whoops. Just make sure. Gotta make sure. Gotta look these things up. Just getting a little thing wrong can just break the whole thing. Okay, so join. See, look at this. Join without quotes puts a little comma, and join with quotes gets rid of that comma. I see, because you're saying insert this, which is nothing, in between there, whereas insert a hyphen inserts a hyphen. Okay, so that's one thing I got wrong. Do that. That might be the only thing, but that doesn't make sense because it's an empty string. It's just an empty string. It shouldn't be an empty string. I don't think I need to put a return here because I think that's just kind of given. If number is less than 5, return 0. I wonder if it's the strings to number conversion that I'm not doing. Okay, let's just look up everything, okay? Let's look up .map. I'm pretty sure I know what's going on there because I use it all the time. Oh, come on. Okay. Creates a new array populated with the results of calling a provided function on every element in the calling array. Okay, so look, here's the thing I'm talking about. An array of numbers, array1 dot map, and then you get x times 2, and it returns an array with the multiplied numbers. And I'm pretty sure it's okay if they're strings. I'm pretty sure. But I might want to convert them just in case. Before I do, I'm going to check split as well, just to make sure I've got that one right. Oh, wait, W3 schools. No! W3 schools is okay. It's okay. It divides a string into an ordered list of substrings. Interesting. Puts these substrings into an array and returns the array. So, for example, if this you split at each space, then you get an array of the different words. It's separated by the space. If you split with nothing in the middle, wait a minute. String copy. I'm just doing a copy if I don't if I don't put quotes in there, I'm just making a copy. I did not realize that too. See, these details are very important. I still don't know if that's going to do it though. Nope. Oh, but now I've got a different error. You know what? When you get a different error, it's actually progress. I don't know if you knew that. But it is. New error. Yes. Oh, now unexpected token. Uh-oh. Num return. See, because I wasn't supposed to put return in there. That's why. I mean, I just did that because I thought, oh, this is what's wrong. I'm like, no, not supposed to do that. Okay, so that solves that. Let's see what other error I get. I'm still getting an empty string. What the heck? Oh my goodness. Thought this was straightforward. Unhandled rejection. Yep. How much time have I got? Oh, I'm 15 minutes, so I'm gonna just look at the solutions here. This is the thing, like, I think it's simple, I think I know how to do it, but there's like little things that I'm getting wrong. So let's just see what's happening here. Show me the solutions. Show me the solutions. Oh, thank you. Okay, so split. Okay, I'm thinking that this is what I did, but I must not have done it. Because look, he's doing the same thing. He's splitting it. Then he's doing map. I mean, he just put it all together instead of making separate variables, so it's more concise. Split, and then map. If n is less than 5, return 0, otherwise return 1, and then dot join. So I want to look at my code again and see, well, let me look here. Okay, so he did a regular expression here to replace, look at that, to replace it with 0 or 1. Okay, so that's another way to do it, regular expressions. This guy did a for loop, so made a new string, and then for each piece of the string, item in the string, if it's greater than or equal to 5, you do 1, else you do 0. Okay. See, there's so many different ways. There's another for loop. Oh, this guy used reduce. That is interesting. Whoa. I don't even know what this double tilde does. Oh, wait a minute. Is this another, this is more regular expression? No, it's not. That's really interesting. What does that double tilde do? Oh, but I know putting a plus next to something turns a string into a number. I think that's a short way of turning a string into a number. Is that what he's doing here too? That one is confusing to me. And using reduce. Fascinating. Now this guy did the same thing. Split, map, join. So what I want to do is look at my code again, because I thought that's what I did. Okay? So, so they just didn't use variables. Okay? So number array. Map, right? And they put it all on the same line, so let's do that. Just to make it look like theirs. See if I did anything different. And then the return statement is here. And then join. So that's exactly what I thought I saw them doing. Is there anything different? Do you guys see anything different in my code that was different in my code from their code? There's 4 of you watching right now. So that's 8 pairs of eyes. I mean, no, 8 eyes. 4 pairs of eyes. Okay. X split. Map num less than 5, 0, or else 1, join. Okay, so that's what I had. Let me look at these again. View solutions by other users. Come on. I need to take a picture. X split. Map n less than 5, 0, 1, join. That's exactly what I did. So why is mine wrong? Oh, it saved my old one, but it should still work. If the number is less than 5, 0. Let me just test again. I don't know. Why is mine not working? And theirs are working. I don't know. It's like copy paste. It should be working. I'm gonna actually do that. I'm gonna do that. Because if it's something wrong with the test or something, I want to know that too. I'll just comment this out so that I know what my code was here. That is not what I want to do. I thought I copied it. Unless it doesn't let you copy. You can actually do that where you can't, when you don't let people copy things. Copy. I at least like want to see my code side by side with this code to see what, here, let me test this code out. Supposedly, this is a solution that is just fine. Now nothing's even happening. I wonder if it knows that I copied somehow. I'm just gonna look at this again. X split dot map n is less than 5 0 1 dot join. This is really confusing to me. It's really confusing because my code is exactly the same. It's exactly the same. So, I mean, now, this happens to me sometimes when I'm actually working on something real, a project or something, and when it seems like it should be working and there's no typo or anything, sometimes I just need to restart my computer and it works. Sometimes there's some kind of configuration problem or something that I have to figure out. It's not even my code that's broken, it's something else, or sometimes it's a problem with the API or the backend or something. So there are situations where the code is fine, but there's something else that's not working right, that's out of your control. And you still have to kind of figure out what that is by talking to people or something. But in this case, I don't know I'm gonna just make my code on the same line, just like this person. I'll even do the n instead of the num, and I'll see it side by side and see the difference. There's no difference. It is identical. It's absolutely identical. There we go. Totally identical. And now it's not letting me test either. It's not letting me do anything. So maybe the website's broken or something. I don't know, but my code is the same. So I'm gonna call it a night. I will mark this as a I'll say this was a success because I was doing the right thing. I had to look up the join and the split, which was good for me to look up. It's very important to put those, something different happens if you don't put the quotes in there. So that was a good review for me. Otherwise, I don't know what's happening with the tests and the attempts and stuff. It's just frozen now, like it's not even doing anything, so whatever. Thanks for coming, guys. This was another fun one, and now it's time to watch a Friday night movie or something. It's pretty cool that you guys wanted to watch me on a Friday night. Awesome. All right, just keep coding, guys.